Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex.
It's time for another flavor drift comparison. This one is from Titan Brian Dickerson.
Daniel, the distance do you hear?
How's this Brian? Sounds like a
That's
Brian.
not at all how this goes.
No, yes, I heard something.
Cheers, you magnificent bastards.
So, Great King Street Compass Box.
Yes.
We liked this before. They do an artist blend, Great King Street, and a Glasgow blend. We did the Glasgow blend. Both Matthew Grimlick and Joe and Kate Van Name gave us this a bottle originally 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, this is a special pick by Columbia Hy-Vee. I have no idea what that means, but that's what it says on the bottle.
Is it a barrel pick?
I don't, well, so here's what they do and with some of their stuff at Compass
Did
Box.
they pick it off the retail store shelving?
No, remember that Compass Box blends, right?
Yes.
But one of the things they do is they make a blend and then they blend it and then they put it back into barrels to marry together in barrels instead of marrying together in a tank.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
I did, yeah.
So this is one of those.
Okay.
It's the blend, but married together from January through October. So
there's a married date and a bottled date.
Yeah, they blended it in
I like
January
that.
2019 and bottled it in October 2019.
Yeah.
I think that's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Here, people, I think that's a nice
Can
little...
we do that at Crowded Barrel? Create blends.
Daniel, if you haven't figured...
It's going to be the most complex TTB
If you
label
haven't figured
ever
it out by
created.
now, we can do whatever the f*** we want.
Yeah, the labeling, Kimberly is going to laugh her head
As far
off.
as the feds are concerned...
Yeah. So
Don't
we're
worry
going to
about
compare this to the last
worry about
time. Remember, this is 34% grain, 66% malt. Okay. So it's a malt-heavy blend. The malt includes Lafroig.
I was about to say, the smoke on the nose.
So the grain is Cameron Bridge. The malt is Ben Rhines, Lafroig, Kleinlich, Milton Duff, and then their Highland malt blend, which is their Kleinlich, Delaine, and Tanninic.
This is a super savory, smoky bacon with burnt ends.
Oh, I'm
charring the ends of that.
I remember liking this one a lot.
Yeah.
I'm liking it a lot more right now.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's beautiful.
Perfect for the mood.
Yeah.
Perfect for everything today.
And the interesting thing about that smoke is I don't really get an earthiness
No.
or a brininess. It's closer to a wood smoke / savory smoked meat with burnt ends on the meat.
I would use this to introduce somebody to like hefty peated malts.
Yeah.
But it's so approachable. It's so balanced. The nose is that mix of musty sherry cask with the briny salt air
I get
kind of smoke.
the iodine from the Lafroig is so subdued, it just presents as like a mint.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds? So last night I had a fire in my
Fireplace?
It's not, no, it's
Fire pit?
outside. Yeah,
Fire
but it's
pit.
not a pit. It's one of those things that's shaped like a
fire
you know what I mean?
hourglass.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it's shaped like. No, just kidding.
Oh,
What? Anyway, at the end of the night, when there's nothing left but coals, I always turn on the hose and put it out before I go to bed so I don't accidentally burn my deck and then the house down while I'm sleeping. There's a very distinct smell of hosing water onto the remains of a fire.
Yeah.
of the kind
yeah.
of smoke that comes off.
Yeah.
Is very specific. It's not the smoke of a burning fire, and it reminds me of that a little bit.
Now, after you get that first sip, you go back, and it's already changing and evolving. You're acclimating to those
Chocolate.
initial notes. Yeah,
You see that?
like
that
a white
chocolate?
like a white chocolate.
Yeah. Wow, I love this.
I'm guessing the proof is in the 40s.
Now it's a little thin.
I am barely right. It's 49%.
Okay, so I would never have guessed it was that high, actually.
Yeah.
Uh,
I would have said like 43, 46.
and the palate a little thin and a little bit like the bitter day after smoke note,
Okay.
right? Like smoke on your clothes.
I think a prerequisite is you need to be okay with smoky scotches.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is legit smoke. Do you want to try the other one?
And there is like a thread. There's multi layers here. There is a thread of vanilla going on. The malty note, obviously. The smoke note we've already talked about ad nauseum.
This is the one that we're pouring right now is more of a bulk one, so they don't give all the details they did on this one. But this,
then I'm
it
getting-
doesn't even have a batch number. It has a blank for batch number, but no batch number.
Off in the distance, there's like a dried apricot going on.
Yeah, I could totally see that. All right, so on your right,
Yeah.
my left is the...
Ooh.
Look at the color difference.
Yeah, there's a color difference.
You see that?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And wait a minute. Now,
And this one's 43%.
hold on a second. Is this supposed to be the same thing? We're just talking about drift?
Well, I no, not anymore because this is a single barrel pick.
Okay.
But I want to see what the mass product version is.
Okay.
What? This is not the same whiskey
I'm saying.
at all.
I'm saying.
Sweet Jesus.
Like,
I drank too much of the first one.
no, this is my concern. This is my concern.
Yeah.
The first one is a really present,
fruit
deep,
forward.
deep, rich, smoky element. By the time we get to this one you pulled out just now, are we still acclimated to the smoke that is now invisible in this?
I don't
It's
know.
barely,
I don't know, man.
barely
It's-
there.
This is way. Wow, this is so different.
So I'm saying there's no earthiness, there's no real brininess. I'm getting some brininess on the nose of the one you just pulled out.
Vanilla cream shows up
On the
on the
nose?
old one.
Oh, wait.
On the nose.
On the one, wait, hold on a second. Because the old one is actually the most newest one that in terms of the order you pulled it out. So,
The old bottle.
okay. The old bottle you just pulled out.
Add vanilla cream to everything else. And go back.
I'm getting more like
Because I'm getting more chocolate cream. And so what you describe as white chocolate is more present in the older one.
I got, man, this is more simple.
It is. It's a little more flat,
Yeah.
a little less complex, but this is a higher proof too.
Yeah, how much higher are we talking? This is 43. This is
6,
49.
7%.
Okay. Yeah, the taste difference, I don't think you can lay
Wow.
at the feet of the proof alone.
That's not even close.
It's not.
I mean, well, it's not bourbon, right? This could easily be two different Compass Box releases that were in the same family, but not. I wouldn't say if you loved this one, you should get this one, or if you love this one, you should get this one. I would say if you love this one, you might also like this one.
Yeah. I think they're heading in the same direction.
They're both wonderful.
But if the direction is that way,
Yeah.
they're going that way. Somewhere in
Wow.
here. Yeah. Both are nice.
Yeah.
But this I
was
think
so much better.
takes it home.
Yeah.
That takes the cake. Interesting. Eric Waite's Whiskey Studies. I noticed your voices seem to crack with frequent squeaky high notes a lot lately. Are you guys going through puberty again? Yes. Or
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Oh, by the way, Eric just started a Patreon.
Oh, right on. Eric Waite Whiskey Studies.
Yeah.
Got a Patreon there. I think the episode we did with him.
Ages ago. He did one with us and we did one with him all on the same
What was
day.
it about?
A wine som drinks whiskey? Something like that?
No.
No, there was some other thing.
I don't know.
He's a badass,
Fancy
man.
Dan will totally remember to link it right
And at some
here.
point we
Good
will.
job, Dan, for remembering.
Yeah. At some point we will. He did a sherry class just for the Psalms
Yeah.
and some locals, and it was amazing. At some point, I would love for that to be available online because it's just a nice, like 2-hour exploration of sherry,
Can it be-
for whiskey drinkers.
Could it be like that's a lecture?
Yeah, that's going to be.
Could it be broken into segments, or does it need to be a standalone?
I think it needs to be an all-in thing based on that experience.
Psilocybe 8. You get a shroom guy? I need a shroom guy. Who's your shroom guy?
I don't have a shroom guy.
call him.
Whole Foods.
Call me. No, I'm guarantee you there's an employee at Whole Foods that's a shroom guy. Love your channel, guys. Thank you. I'm curious, though. Why does the bottle on the shelf next to Daniel always have the label turned away from the camera? I've noticed it in a bunch of your videos.
Is it this one?
I don't know. Oh, maybe.
Wait. Let me turn. Wait. Let me turn that around for you.
Oh, it's like, what? There's nothing wrong with it.
There you go.
You got a problem with the bottle? What is it?
No, I just turned it around for him.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't even recognize the brand, really. Glenavon.
No, this is the same distillery that does the ones we actually really did. Glenavon is a good Canadian whiskey. I like it.
This is what we do. We contact all these distilleries and say, hey, you fuckers.
Yeah, we've been promoting
You
you.
don't have to believe that because with the G, fuckers.
Yeah.
Whoever pays us the most money gets to have their bottles turned towards the camera. Otherwise, you're all turned around.
It's all the backs. We all shrouded like the anonymous witness in a documentary.
You fuckers.
Black face, black outline.
Hard G, fuckers.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine, YouTube. Don't worry about it.
Oh, by the way, May 2019.
That's a minute.
In May of 2019,
Yeah.
I introduced to the channel, you said, this smells like, like right after it rained. And I said,
Yeah.
you mean petrichor?
Yeah.
And you said, you went on like a 10, 15 second rant about how that's bullshit.
No, it's not.
And how you're trying to speak the language of the people by explaining the actual smell, whereas I'm using obscure language and words.
All right, Daniel, go ahead.
Who is now constantly using the term petrichor?
All right, let me explain something to you. Fully half. Daniel, I don't know. We're how many years into this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull back the curtain. I'm gonna reveal about half the things I do. It's just because it's nonsense.
Yeah. Is that supposed to be a surprise? That's
Apparently, you're surprised.
That's pulling back the curtain?
I knew what petrichor was. What idiot doesn't know what petrichor is?
Dude, a
what
lot.
mouth-breathing moron?
Oh,
What?
No. Oh.
What? What's going on?
There's a lot of people in the comments who didn't know what petrichor was.
That's impossible. I'm of the people.
Do you not watch Dr.
Finger
Who?
on the pulse.
Yeah, that's... Finger on the something of the people.
Yeah, this is what. Here's a. I'm gonna need some soap.
Finger plug in the bunghole of the people.
So here's the thing. I've been operating at like a 50-50 ratio of practical, reasonable, well thought out, constructed input.
All right.
And nonsense.
All right.
You've been operating at like 5%.
5% nonsense?
Yes.
Oh. Do I need to up my nonsense game?
A little bit.
But I've been like making shit up about like pronunciations and like definitions of terms, and that's not
Look,
not enough?
That's 5%.
That's
like the entirety. You think this is your version of like the ringmaster in the Three Ring Circus? I mispronounced a word. It's like, no.
Yeah.
You got 5% locked in. I'm giving you 5%.
Okay. Yeah.
But the nonsense game.
But with a straight face though. It's pretty good.
That's 5%. I mean, I didn't want to out you on camera like this.
It's fine.
But you brought it up. And just out of nowhere. There wasn't even like a comment. You just like had it locked and loaded.
No, it's
And now
it's fine.
it's just weird though.
I don't
That you would out me. And I don't know.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm getting a note of petrichor on this. Are you over it?
I took a deep breath.
You can't be over it.
Oh, it's Kurt Miller, who is a serious somm and a badass rye whiskey drinker. So of course we put the rye over his name.
So
the Bottle Lord, well done, sir.
But are you over it?
No.
Oh, the bottle art.